Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Panasonic R-1597. It's a classic AM portable radio from the 1960s. During this video, I'll perform an evening band scan with it. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the evening band. So here we are with the Panasonic R-1597. It's been about 7 years since I've had it on the channel. Yeah, I look back and I'm like, wow. It was like 2018 when I last touched this radio, and it's sat on the shelf since then. And it collected some dust. I realized I only did one review video and didn't do any band scans. So here we are. Cool. So you can find these selling on eBay right around 20 to 25 bucks. If you're an AM aficionado like myself, you're going to love it. And if you think the AM band will be around for the next 10 years, you're going to love it. It's worth picking up. Definitely. For that price, why not? There's links in the paid links section if you want to support the channel. You guys are the best. If you want to get an old Panasonic analog, you like what you hear, yeah, definitely check that out. Support the channel. You guys are the best. All right, so the radio itself, it's kind of like a lunchbox style, as you can see here. Nothing going on the left-hand side. We on the front here, we have a 4-inch speaker behind the plastic speaker grill. You know I'm a fan of that. And it's just meant to last a long time, and it's held up over the years. Up here it says Panasonic. Got the N national symbol there. AC battery operation, so you have built-in transformer with a built-in cord, or run on 4 AA batteries. Nice. Over here, a nice simple dial, vertical. You got the old aluminum dial back plate. So cool. In kilocycles, so you know it's old. You know it's 60s at least. And it says 530 to 1600 on the tag. On the back it's a 1605. But I was tuning this radio. I got up to 1690 during the day, so we'll have no trouble probably getting to 1690 in the evening. Down here, very simple controls: volume on off and tuning. And of course, you got your red bar, tuning indicator, log scale, and your hash marks there. So very simple. Everything's right in front. It's everything you need to tune the radio. I like that. Going to the right-hand side of the radio, there is tone control, high, low. It will work when it's really noisy and you're trying to get a faint signal. Going to low is probably the only time you'll do that, and it does help. Over here, we have an earphone jack, probably single ear only. That's what it looks like. Go to the top of the radio. We have a carry strap, which has hardened over time and turned into like a concrete. It's not flexible whatsoever. It's like, yeah, it doesn't even really want to bend much. And going to the back of the radio, got that tag I was telling you about. There you go, Panasonic. UL listed, sweet. Don't see that every day, right? And there's our frequency range, 7 transistors, sweet. Runs on 4 AA's, like I mentioned. And you get to see it in a second. And it says made in Japan, sweet. Vented area. This is the battery compartment. The nice thing about this radio is they made it super easy to service. I love this part. So let me grab a tool. Trusty tool. There's one screw. That's pretty cool. So you just take the one screw out. And this will allow us to take the back off, which is fantastic. Now they do have a spot for like a nickel to pry the back off, but I guess over time this thing just became loose, so it just comes straight off. Well, normally. Maybe I will have to pry it. No, there we go. All right, great. So now you're going to get to see inside, which is awesome. And what we have here is a 5.5-inch ferrite rod. Nice, looking good. The windings look great. You can see over here our electronics. We have our tuning capacitor. We have some IF cans, coils, capacitors. Now, I never replaced these capacitors. These are original capacitors there. And we even have older transistors. See the transistor cans? Let me see if I can bring them up here. These little silver cans are transistors. That's pretty cool. And those are definitely Japanese. Rockin'. All right, awesome. And if you look in here, let's see, we got the back here. The serial number behind there is our speaker magnet and our 4-inch speaker. Looking pretty boss in there. Transformer, AC cord, radiator will go. We get the little notch here to round it out the side. And our 4 AA batteries. So, awesome. All right, we'll put this back together. You got a nice little look on the inside of what they were doing in the 60s and how they were putting it. Look at all the metal. I mean, this whole cradle in here is solid metal. I mean, they just don't do that. It's all plastic. Everything's plastics nowadays. You open it up and there's like one little chip. Hey, wait a second. Did I get ripped off? It's pretty funny. All right, let's get this back on camera. Oh, yeah. I think I got it. All right. It's back in. So, yeah, it's been 7 years. I can't believe it. I can't believe I just did one review video, and that was it. Now, when I first started my channel, I was reviewing a radio a day. And I couldn't keep that up because that's hard to do. Just like, collecting a radio a day. Imagine one radio a day for, a year. That's 365 radios, and they have to be all different. Yeah, I don't think I could sustain that. Not now. Got a lot already, so. All right, let's go ahead and do a size comparison and then start cruising the evening band here in Chicago. Here we could pick up on this summer night. All right, so here we are. We got the CC Pocket, 11:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Like I said, I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, and it is July 7th, technically, and turning July 8th in a moment. So, awesome. And then we have CC Skywave in the house. Use this as a frequency checker. Yeah, might need it, might not. Depends on how involved I get, but should be okay. Even though those two radios for size comparison, we have Iron Man here and a deck of cards. Pretty awesome, right? Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can tune it like no one can. He loves his Panasonic radios made in Japan land. He's Iron Man. Japan is better than China land. For radios, definitely. All right. Okay, here we are. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on. Here we hear. Got some static. Probably some lightning strikes.
The music was actually pretty good. And it was... yeah, it was just... If you're sitting around... it was really good...
was it original tunes?
Yeah.
So this first station is WAUK to the north, 540. It's Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles, 400 watts. Cardinal directions, north, east, south, west.
Way.
Tone control.
Going back to the Buddy Holly story with Gary Busey. In the La Bamba. Diamond Phillips, who never did another movie after La Bamba.
What? Oh, man. Stand and Deliver?
That was before.
Oh, wait. And what's his name?
These programs have started to come back down, and now you're hearing this.
Edward J. Man, he was in Longmire, though. That's a good series. So,
Moved on Joel?
yeah.
I don't think he made a movie after that.
We're able to just go after them and take out the nuclear capacity. We were able, we didn't start a civil war here by enforcing immigration, despite the best efforts of Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, right? And so now it's like, oh well, you're gonna kill people. You heard.
Here's 560. Excuse me, WIND, Chicago.
Because of this bill. By the way, those work requirements can be waived if state unemployment goes above 10%.
The spread between 530 and 700. Look at that. It's like half the dial. Back then, all the stations must have been here, not up here. This could get difficult up here.
Which I can't. So, I get some of this, but I guess what we're having
more
some fun
ego,
with this,
I think, Jake. I mean, honestly.
it's pride.
Yeah, pride in yourself.
So what we got here is 620 WTMJ in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles, 10,000 watts to the north. We were picking up like 610 there, which might have been KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles. It's kind of a faint signal, and might have been picking up WMT, 600, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts. But it was hard to navigate, and I want to get this band scan done, so I'm going to keep going.
On the ship, just afraid of, no, just afraid of it being done tomorrow.
Gotcha.
usually this music is CFCO 630 Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. Or it's KYFI, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts. Could be either one because KYFI has music and it's religious and you can definitely tell country. It didn't sound country, did it? No, that's probably KYFI 630 St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it at all. Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
Amazon Prime Day starts Tuesday. Online retail tie-in is offering thousands of meals from July 8th to the 11th. Things like laptops, tablets, headphones, and everyday essentials.
I don't know where I'm at. I think it's the 640. It's really weak if it's 640. Let me tune it in on the Skywave just to check because, like, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's KYFI on 630. Cool. All right.
By the catastrophic flooding. 90 people have been killed.
So there's 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles south. So our internal ferrite antenna works in two directions, north and south, bidirectional. So whenever you're turning your radio, think about that. So if I'm turning it here, I'm going northwest or southeast, or southwest and northeast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did I say northwest? Hope I did. I think right here would be like 660, and I think it's just not coming in. Let's tune it up here. Now you can always put a radio like this. It's a little ferrite bar next to the bigger one, and it'll actually help if you tune it the same station. So the Skyway is picking up a hint of WFAN New York, New York. It's got high selectivity with that digital tuner. Might be picking up a hint of it here. Kind of hard to tell. Those are all lightning strikes.
Which is just, I don't know, I feel like unnecessary. The Jonas Valanciunas Dario Saric trade is still on course to be made.
So here's 670, the score, WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs. Super strong station. Blasting through.
The Brooklyn trade official first, which is Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson. That technically hasn't happened yet. They got to do that. And then they can do the other one. But there's only the
same argument going back to Ronald Reagan as to what's going to happen to Social Security, what's going to happen to Medicare, what's going to happen to Medicaid. All the scare tactics.
Here's 700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles east.
Think that you would get tired of lying to the American public.
Now look, excuse me, the indicator's right on 700. That's so sweet. Got a frog on my throat from the summer weather. Man. Yeah, it's humid.
Remember all that back and forth and what was going to be in it, what was not going to be in it?
Okay, they got some music here on 720 WGN. This is a Raleigh James show. Got to tune it off a little bit. One thing I did notice, you got to be easy on these old radios. They have an old dial string. Mine creaks a bit, and I get a little nervous that string's going to break. Probably will happen in the future, but depends on how often you're tuning it. But if they sit a long time, they tend to stiffen up a bit, and they slip, and yeah, dry out. Yes, 720 WGN. Playing some good music. Get that music there. CFZM 740 Toronto, Ontario. Zoomer Radio. 460 miles northeast.
Floating downstream, and he was screaming.
Okay, I think this is 750 WSB. Let's just check it out, tune it up.
Oh, that's really a Hatfield flood survivor.
Yep.
Of seeing in these raging floodwaters a 3-year-old boy.
So WSB 750 Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Comprehensible stuff going on there. We're going to try to figure out, I'm assuming, Deborah, right now, like Red Cross, and you donate to, the normal organizations, but we'll try to find...
Evening or morning if you're listening early on the podcast tomorrow. I'm Ross in for Guy Benson. And I'll tell you what, I would like to take one more call on what we've been talking about.
Hey, Ross. WJR 760 Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Those of us who are parents. Let's go to Steve in Virginia. Hey, Steve, you're on with Ross on the Guy Benson Show. What's on your mind?
Hi, Ross. I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia, and I wanted to give you...
First, migrant farm worker Jose Molina Aguilar and 7 co-workers were arrested on a Vermont dairy farm in what
Okay. Figure I wouldn't get 770. I don't think it's happening. Okay, so there it is. Let's see if we can pick it up.
they're pending.
into that situation. All those first responders and everything.
So what we have here is selectivity is difficult. It's got sensitivity, but the selectivity is not happening. So we're getting 760, which is really strong. Trying to null it out as best I can, and we're getting 780, which is a monster. So yeah.
So I just
do not entry sign on the southern border for decades.
Yes, that's a tough one. So yeah, even though 770's there, darn it.
A new procedure repairs knee cartilage with the patient's own cells.
It's called Macy Arthro. Instead of using cartilage from cadavers, surgeons harvest healthy cartilage cells from the patient and send them to a lab.
That's a better deal. WBBM 780 News Radio, Chicago. It's good to know if you need cartilage, man.
There's less swelling, and they hit their therapy milestones quicker. Dr. Joseph Zarnecki at Winchester Hospital.
But in the case of the storm that happened this past winter, it led to an examination by the city auditor of the snow clearing plans. And as usual, these things get extraordinarily politicized, and the councilors, especially the ones on the more left.
Yeah, lately 800's been coming in really nice. CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles on 800.
To clear the snow. Well, the fact is, I think today about 70.
I'm going to bed after we get off air, and I don't think I'll sleep because I'll be so worried that this thing's going to crawl on me. It was huge.
Oh, man, that is, I feel for you.
I'm lost for words.
Yeah, because I'm not an insect fan myself.
Anybody who says there's an insect fan,
my girlfriend is.
810, I believe this is WHB, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts.
I'm saying she everything. What a great bug life. She would be mad if I squashed her.
And hurricanes can also be mesoscale features. They usually are, but there's different types of levels of mesoscale. Mesoscale alpha and beta, different. It has to do with the resolution and how many miles or kilometers it is. So we're talking about these kinds of, and again, these are like.
Here's a 20 WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles to the southwest.
It's a little bit rocky, a little bit more mountainous.
And this is 820 WCPT, local, low power at night, southeast.
The models really do not capture that well at all. And we're going to have, I think, higher resolution modeling to be able to do that better. It's going to
Got some storms rolling in from the west, it sounds like. This is WCCO 830, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Barely coming in.
What I kind of, I don't want to change the topic or anything, but I have to ask you, did you hear?
Here's WHAS Louisville, Kentucky on 840, about 300 miles to the southwest, or southeast.
Which in turn manipulates surface zonal wind flows, and part of that is cooling down that region temporarily.
Join us at 4:31 for the freshest, authentic Chinese cuisine in town. And keep an eye out for our future locations opening soon across Denver. On the go? No problem. Imperial Go offers your favorite dishes hot and ready, made with the same quality ingredients that make Imperial Chinese a Denver favorite. Visit ImperialChinese.com for menus and locations. Imperial Chinese, Denver's best and proud hometown partner of the Broncos. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos! Okay, this is KO 850, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles to the west. As you notice, to try to kill the lightning strikes, I hit the tone control low and muffled it down to almost nothing, so let's put that back up and keep tuning.
Really far away. You could be a great candidate for
it's coming in nicer.
lens exchange with Cudarelli Vision R.
So a lot of times in the evening, you just wait and the conditions improve. Because I was tuning this radio at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and wow, was it nice, stable. No storms were going on. It was nice, really nice. But you know, you can't have it all.
It's fantastic. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is being able to...
CJBC not coming in.
That's why Advantage Gold is giving away a free copy of Rogoff's book to anyone who schedules a one-on-one precious metals appointment. You'll discover why gold is becoming the #1 hedge against a global currency shift. How to move your IRA or 401k into physical gold.
There we go. This is nice. This is Southern Station. WWL 870 New Orleans, Louisiana. 865 miles. That's pretty awesome. For an old school $20 moon landing radio. Yeah, could you imagine listening to the moon landing on this? This was probably out at that time. Somebody probably had this going. Didn't have a TV. Pretty awesome. I think everybody had a TV though back then. Most people.
What do you call charging thousands of dollars for hearing aids? At MD Hearing, we call it outrageous. Because hearing should not be a privilege for the rich. It's a basic need.
Yeah, I think that might be 80. Boy, this storm coming in is really rough here. Okay, so 880, I think we're picking up New York City, WHSQ, definitely New York City, New York. This is 880, and this is coming out of the northeast, 750 miles. That static is bad tonight.
That's trafficking. The fact that the baby oil was laced with
So here's 890 WLS Chicago.
I'm curious to know the outcome of that as well. Good question.
A little quicker.
I don't think we can bring him.
So that you can barely hear the rock music. Usually it comes in better at night. 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Local station, usually rocking it out. I love it.
Game-winning goals in the history of sports. It was a doubleheader in August, and really hot inside the concession stand.
And you go like wait for the fireworks and this is so crazy. And they don't happen.
So that guy talking there, I think is 990. I'm just going to double check. We hope. Okay, keep going.
Beyond class, their benefit to the community is everywhere, driving the local economy and supporting local organizations, initiatives, and needs. Illinois Musicals, healing communities. Learn more at team-ad.org. Sponsored by the Illinois Health and Hospital Association and in cooperation with the Illinois Black Actors Association and this station.
From the State Street Studios is WMVP WTBC HD2 Chicago. A good comment.
So WMVP Chicago ESPN Radio. Nice. We might have been picking up 900 there. Or excuse me, 990.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Christopher Cruz. Search and rescue teams are still...
So here's 1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is coming in like a local 450 miles to the east.
10 girls and a counselor from a Christian summer camp.
Many falsehoods pushed by Democrats such as Senator Chuck Schumer and some members of the media. Blaming President Trump for these floods is a depraved lie.
President Trump met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House today.
WHO 1040 AM, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
Trump saying he was not satisfied with their discussion. CBS News has confirmed that the transportation...
Here's 1060 KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
...their shoes while going through airport security. Aviation safety consultant Todd Curtis with airsafe.com.
Was having people take their shoes off a bit of an overreaction? Having that rule for 20 years, I think it was.
You can ask...
President Trump has sent letters to more than a dozen countries telling them they'll have to pay higher tariffs starting next month. CBS's Erica Brown is at the White House.
President Trump announced tariffs on dozens of countries back in April, but put a 90-day pause in place for negotiations. But that...
Country musician Pat Green says his family suffered a heartbreaking and deeply personal loss during the flooding in Central Texas. His wife Corey Green shared on social media that Pat's brother John, his wife Julia, and their 2 children...
Okay, this is 1100, I believe. Cleveland, Ohio, WTAM. Verify.
Offered not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to...
There you go. So WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, on 1100, 345 miles east. All right, come on, let's get this going.
With RBAC credit, wires after a portable battery caught fire in someone's bag. Here's the pilot talking to the tower.
Here's KMOX 1120, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
The smoke and the fire. It's in a containment bag.
All 191 people on board were not injured. So far this year, according to the FAA, there have been 34 incidents involving lithium batteries.
This is CBS News.
Noticeable. I don't know what's going on or what the change is about, but boy, I like it.
Call now, 800-401-3657, 800-401-3657, or go to menswellnesscenters.com.
A lot of stations in this direction, picking up all the storms from the west, even though this is an eastern station. This is WRVA 1140, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Garbage are taking over city streets, and locals...
The mayor is unwilling to talk about it. To tell me how you have a negotiation with somebody unwilling to have a conversation.
Meantime, trash, demolition debris, furniture, and all of what's called bulk garbage.
A little tone on my radio there. 1180 WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles. Yeah, we're having a hard time getting to New York. I'm thinking the storms are maybe there as well. It's summer, so this is going to be a tough time. And this, is a lot different in the wintertime. You won't hear any of that. But this is really cool that we're able to pick up what we can.
Is there a lot of chips and oil in the sump?
Huh? Machine stunk, so I just put in some fresh coolant.
Without removing the chips and nasty stuff from the sump?
That's right.
Well, you wasted your time and that new coolant. You have to get every nook and cranny. Better yet, get Krebitz.
You mean Krebitz?
Nope. Krebitz. Krebitz Metals has more than handled scrap metal and waste coolant. Now offering machine cleaning service.
Some mixing stations here on 1210. They got some competition. I don't know what's going on. WPHT 1220, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
CHEVYITZ.online. This summer, Hector Chevy of Cherry Hill is bringing you spectacular.
Now we're just going to cruise to the top of the band here.
Get a new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500.
The first book to take up residence next to me was my grief, a daily prayer book, which I've come to understand is essential.
Jack Smith said we have only one set of laws that apply to everyone. Why is that in
Here's some stress. You booked a flight.
Up at the end of the month, ESPN baseball insider Jeff Passan.
The big name here is Emmanuel Clase, their all-star closer, and a guy who has been unhittable in years past. He's also under
1530 WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east. We're at the top of the band. Almost done.
Sunshine Wednesday, 86. Partly cloudy Thursday, 87. Warm and muggy throughout. I'm TV9 First Alert Storm TV meteorologist Joe Winters on News Talk 1540 KXEL.
Currently it's 71 degrees on the voice of Eastern Iowa. It's River Radio.
So I think you got that right. KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles to the west, on 1540, which is awesome.
Or you're just starting your day. Welcome to the show.
That music there is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario, on 1610, 460 miles to the northeast. That's coming in good.
It's registered to a black male, but a white man is some sort of bracelet. And I'll go have lunch. I'll go watch the Mets.
Come back
next to
because-
the Yankees, and I'll come back when I want. They're not going to suddenly change it and say, "Okay, hey, sorry, but we moved up the Anthrax Guns N' Roses."
No, absolutely.
Come back at that
Rock
point.
musicians are known for following the schedule.
When you're in your 50s and you know that your audience is not just going to sit and go along with all the different whims.
No, it's people like you that are going to leave and say,
That's cool. So two mixing stations, KCNZ 1650, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts. And then we have 1650 CINA, I believe, I want to say it's like 440 miles. And they're coming out of northeast. And I'll put a little pop-up for CINA
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
on 1650.
Great. I go back to I had a whole big day. Hey, listen, you can sit in my seat and watch the next few bands, but I'm coming back for Guns N' Roses. So you'll be sitting another seat by then. Okay, that's great.
This sounds like
That's funny. Yeah. They got their own background music. And we're picking up lightning strikes at the top of the band. All right, cool, we're done. That was fun. Yeah, so the R-1597 with not the best conditions out there. It was pretty stormy, even though there's no storms around us here yet. But yeah, it's picking them up at a distance. It does rather well. I mean, like I said, if you can pick it up for $20, $25, you want an all analog, something from the 60s, put it on the shelf, talk about it, use it, plug it in the wall. I mean, that's nice. Don't need batteries right away. Definitely pick one up. It's worth it. Definitely. Just make sure it's working, and make sure you get the description that it works and tunes, that this thing goes up and down like it's supposed to. Definitely have them check those things. Make sure it isn't too scratchy so you don't have to worry about cleaning that right away. Otherwise, you got to invest in stuff like the Deoxic, fader formula for the volume control, and Deoxic D5 for the switches. Something to think about. But those are staples for people who have old radios like this. It just helps keep them going longer. A lot of times the radio won't work, and it might just be a dirty tone control switch or a dirty AC battery switch. I've had that happen before too, where it wouldn't work on batteries because the switch needed to be cleaned. So things like that happen. So if you like the video, give a big like, definitely. If you like Panasonic radios and want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon if you haven't already. Our Super Warriors at 34 minutes in. You guys rock, and you guys do it on a regular basis, so rock on to you guys. Of course, and 3, comment down below what you think about the R-1597. Yeah, it's from the 60s with one band. Would you even waste the time and money, or would you get one? I mean, this is made in Japan. There's a limited amount of them. They made a lot, but there's limited. And they actually have one where it's like similar, where these two knobs are like here on the side, which I thought was pretty cool. They still had a vertical dial, but it took up more of the space. That's kind of neat. And they had the two tuning and volume here. Interesting. There's all different kinds. And they did different colored plastics as well. Panasonic was really the best radio of the era back then. It was the one to get, for sure. So definitely. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you in my next awesome video.